guys, it's Wonder from the Wonder of Nature. And today I have with you, I just want to do a little discussion about the blocks that I have with tarot. Every reader, every person who studies or even has an interest in tarot, we all have our little hiccups or our little blocks or things that we just don't get. And they can change over time, and mine has, and I just want to talk about what mine is right now. I do just want to say, apologize for the ending of my last video. As you all know, I don't edit my videos. I just talk until I'm finished, and then I upload the video. Well, I was trying out this new fandangled remote to where it's supposed to, like, when I push the button, it's supposed to end my recording. It was delayed, so there's that. But on to my blocks. So my first block, I'm sorry, I have wax all over my table. My first block that I wanted to talk about is a couple of the major arcana cards. The first one is the Star, and the cards I'm showing are from the Sun and Moon tarot. So here is the Star. Sometimes I look at it and I get nothing, man. It's just, I draw blanks, and like, even like right now, and it didn't used to be that way. Like, I used to be able to look at the Star and just get all of these things, and it used to be like a very like easy card for me to read, but not anymore. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to take the blocks I have with tarot and I'm going to start journaling about it, because, and this hair is driving me crazy, and I'm going to start journaling because the only way to get past, a block is to either go under, over, or through it, So I'm going to work through it. I'm going to work with the Star for a little bit, and then move on to my other blocks. Next one is a Judgment. There's the butt. See the butt? So Judgment is a card that is very confusing to me. Like, I get it's like, a lot of people say that Judgment is the card where you have, you choose your path, your path, and you're very secure in your knowledge, or you're being called to your path. Sorry, I'm burpy. You're being called to your path, and I just don't see that sometimes. Like, okay, in this one, I do kind of see the being called, because of the little almost like tethers that are coming out of his or her horn, and almost like going down to the people in the water. That I can get, but it's just like, I draw a blank, and it's very frustrating, especially because I realized I had these blocks when I was doing readings, and it's very frustrating to be in the middle of a reading and then realize that you got nothing. But we're going to work on it. We're going to move past it. That's what we're going to do. So my next block is the Suit of Swords. Now, I am not a very like analytical person. I am a person that goes with my instincts, my feelings, my guts. So to me, it's no surprise that I don't really mesh with, and I don't know why my lighting is doing that. I apologize. But I just don't really mesh with the Suit of Swords. It's just, I draw blanks, And to go along with that, the court cards. So I thought I'd show you the Suit of Swords the court cards. So there's the king. Here is the queen, which we all know, I've been working with the Queen of Swords for a little bit now because of, you know, the Morrigan, but the prince. And then the princess. If you all have any tips on how I can, like, work with the suit of swords or the court cards, any tips, tricks, or, you know, anything you got, I'd love to hear it. It's very frustrating whenever you have something that you love so much and yet it's causing you so much frustration. But that's part of the reason we love it, right? That's part of the reason why we love tarot, is because it is an ever-changing, ever-evolving entity. We are forever students in tarot, and that's kind of what I like about it. It can be frustrating, like I'm frustrated right now with these swords and court cards, but I'll get past it, and then I'll move on to one of my, I'll develop a new block probably, and then have to work through that. But one of my other blocks, and it's nothing to do with the actual cards themselves, but I did want to talk about it because I know it's not only me, you know, that has this problem. I have a problem whenever I read, I second guess myself. And it's not all the time, and it happens less and less often, but when it does happen, it gets to me. Like, I'll look at a card, something will pop in my head, and I'll go to say it, and the little voice inside my head is like, well, do you really want to say that? Or do you want to wait and see if you can get something else and then see if that's better? And it's that little voice. And I'm working on it, and it's not as prominent as when I first started. But it's there. And it bugs me. But let me know what blocks you have with tarot, tips, tricks, you know, anything like that to help, that can I speak? Tips or tricks that have helped you get past your blocks that you have had. I would love to hear them. Yeah, much love, blessings and growth, and I will see you next time. Bye!